Business has created a great opportunity for the nation's prosperity. At the same time, also, we now address a lot of the impact to the human being. I'm Ling Wang, Director of BSR Advisory Service based in China. China, as we all know, has a world's biggest production center. The manufacturing the business opportunity has created a great national development for China. At the same time, has also created millions of jobs for people, especially for women who has coming from countryside with very little education, but with great hope to seek for a good opportunity in developing their lives. And we can actually, BSR is trying to work with the companies, the individual companies and other members, created a good opportunity to facilitate and unleash the potential for those people under our inclusive economy. And we can see actually from the BSR's project, HER, which provided the basic needs for help the women to deal with their day-to-day life, not only in their own development, but also throughout the business. Such a development also helped factory to much better to turn around the work and the management relationship. It's not only a good to have opportunity, but it's actually become a necessity. We can actually see one of a film we developed under the BSR's HER project and various other women leadership and women skill development initiative supported by various of our members. So let's see a film we actually did that's documented all the journey we have taken over the last 7 or 8 years.
Over the past 3 decades, China's economic boom has been driven by the manufacturing sector. Fueling this growth are the millions of people who move from the countryside to cities to work in factories. In the manufacturing labor force, women have an important role. Many of these women are young migrant workers who moved from rural areas to cities in search of jobs.
我叫薛春英，来自广西。
我叫邓妙丹，我来自广东梅州。我是来自于江西的湖南郴州。
我们工厂招工比较困难，用工也比较紧张。现在我们的新工人以90后为主，大概65%左右。
This new generation of women does not want just a steady job. These women have career aspirations. Many want to become leaders in their workplaces.
我希望在爱工能够做一个更高的管理。
我希望自己能担任主管的角色。
BSR 能够帮助到女性更好的全方面的去提升，包括在家庭的一个角色，还有在一个职场当中，在包容性经济下面，她都能在她的一个生产和就业的过程当中，能够她能力的提升和能够为业务能够带来更好的一些竞争力。
Since 2007, BSR has partnered with major corporations to provide women workers with knowledge in areas such as communication, reproductive health, management, and financial literacy, skills necessary for success at work and at home.
BSR 关注的是一个管理层和员工之间的一个和谐的关系，而这种关系的话呢，我们相信能够让企业更多的去留住人，也给一些劳动者有更多的发展的空间，
提高我的信心，还有提高我的管理能力。
学到了挺多的，就是每个月你自己要做一个规划，然后知道自己资金的流向，就像我们自己去创业，要对自己的职业有一个规划。
培训他的一个基本技能、生活技能，可以提高他的一个职业晋升的一个机会，还有展示潜能的一个机会。通过培训之后，可以进一步提高他的一个生产力，还有那个利润率，还有公司的业绩。
想自己开个服装店啊！
只要你有能力，不管你是男是女，都可以做。
Thank you. And we actually have the great opportunity today to hear directly from one of our company. Actually, it's filmed also in this video as well, from Jabil. Eric Austermann, please. Okay, Eric, please actually share with us, and what is Jabil, and why Jabil will put such an emphasis to put workers, and particularly female workers, development as the priority of your business, sustainable business agenda?
Yeah, you know, Lynn, it's really just great for our business, and it's great for our business on a couple different fronts, right? It's good for the entire workforce. Certainly, we prioritize women because nearly half of our workforce is comprised of women. And, you know, from a macro view, it's the right thing to do. You know, Jabil's a manufacturer. You know, we provide end-to-end solutions to our customers. We're the brand behind the brand. So, you know, we ship over 1 million products a day out of 90 different facilities across 25 different countries, and we service, you know, 200 different brands. So, you know, most of our workforce, which is 180,000 strong, are located in our factories. So, you know, we really need to invest in employee development, right? Employee development is really investing in the future of your company, and that itself is a sustainable practice. And, you know, we spend time in developing programs to, you know, really focus on women. And we also are very keen on the fact that employee development is absolutely a prerequisite to creating a really highly engaged workforce. I think Gallup, being a pioneer in studying the worker or employee engagement initiative, they found powerful links between the actual employee engagement programs, that they found great links between the overall performance of an organization. In fact, the organizations with the highest engaged employees tend to outperform their peers by 147% in earnings per share. That equates to you know, better performance in quality defects, lowered quality defects by 41%, 48% reduction in safety incidents, and 37% reduction in absenteeism, right? So employee engagement is just good for the business. Certainly, you know, we prioritize women. Our approach to women programs is really a regionally focused approach at the local level in the factories. And of course, the Her Health Project is a great example, and that was really brought to us through leadership from HP. You know, HP approached us to implement that program in one of our factories, and you know, we went through that process with them and with BSR. And we saw some great returns out of that program. In fact, to date, we've had over 10,000, you know, actually tens of thousands of women go through that program just in Wangpu alone. And we've expanded that to another 6 additional factories. We're adding 2 more this year. So we're really excited about the progress we've made in the Her Health project. And finally, it's just the right thing to do, right? From a very macro level, you know, half the world's population are women. Certainly in China, where we can, you know, really invest in women development, you know, that's critical to really contributing to a resilient economy. And I'll share a story with you. So I was at the BSR conference in 2010, and I had a chance to listen to the presentation on the Women for Women International Foundation, which goes in and really does programs with women and empowers women in war-torn conflict areas. And I walked out of that hearing about the benefits of how they see stability in the family, stability in the community, and a positive impact on the actual local economy. So it was definitely an impactful moment for me, and that really planted a seed for me to really open my eyes to the Her Health Project, which came after that. So, you know, it's just great for our business in that respect.
Yeah, thank you, Eric. I think it's we all know actually it's benefit is quite obvious, but however, to initiate the start of the journey it's right a challenge, especially for a manufacturer. You actually have lots of other pressures in allowing the workers to go to taking those kind of trainings. So what are the challenges as a manufacturer you are actually facing to provide the opportunity to receive such extensive training for the workers?
Yeah, our biggest challenge, Lynn, is really around finding time to do worker development programs without disrupting our business. For us, the production floor is where the rubber meets the road, right? It's where we ship products every single day, and we're grinding it out every single day. So what's critical to us is getting buy-in at the local level. It's really finding time to do soft skills training. The job skill training is a given in that formula. And then it's really about balancing customer expectations for us. So I'll give you an example. I had a chance to go through the factories and talk to the operations managers, and these guys have been running factories for decades in China. And I asked him, after he started implementing the program, I asked him, what was your first initial reaction? And he was skeptical, and this is a common response we get is, look, it's just another corporate initiative. I got a ton of things to do. It's really hard for me to focus on employee development that goes beyond just the job skill development. And, we talked through that a bit, and he said the other thing was he didn't think that his women employees would really be interested in learning about reproductive health. So he really had a hard time understanding that. Well, fast forward, he went through the program, and what he saw was really great benefit on the retention and the employee engagement side. So his women employees there really became more engaged. And for him, who services a healthcare industry, he needs loyalty in his workforce, right? So it was hugely beneficial to him, and he's definitely been converted for sure. And then just sort of balancing the customer expectations and finding time for the soft skill training. So we need to go in and really help the ops manager from the administrative side and manage that from either partnerships with customers or people like BSR, and really just let them focus on getting the folks through the training. And balancing the customer expectations, a lot of times our customers really want us to invest in what's important to them. So we have to have those difficult discussions to figure out what's going to be important to us as well and valuable to us. So we need to balance that, and we can't, we really have to be successful in the partnerships we create with our customers on social and environmental responsibility projects, including women development. So.
Yeah, I think it's really a great point you have highlighted. It is actually not a simple task for a factory to manage such extensive training program. As BSR is trying to deliver a good job of providing the quality training, but the day-to-day management and the factory HR and the management's commitment and the follow-up the training is the key element to secure the success of the training. So thank you a lot for Jabil to do that. Can you also highlight a little bit about the overall benefit to the business throughout this women's training program?
Yeah, then we found that the benefit's been real positive on all fronts. And we take a look at what the numbers tell us, and then we take a look at what the numbers don't tell us. And that's probably been most impactful. But let me spend some time on what the numbers tell us. So again, I've alluded to it through the conversation that we're really getting buy-in with the operations managers is key. And the only way to do that is to have the discussion around return on investment. So we actually did some work with BSR on a social return on investment study for the Her Health project. And we did find positive correlations between absenteeism and turnover and productivity and quality. It's hard to center it to one program because we do a lot of different employee engagement programs in our factories. But certainly there's a positive correlation, and we need that data point to go in and get buy-in, right? But probably most impactful for us going through the program is what's happening outside of Jabil's four walls and the impact that it has beyond just the numbers. So I'll give you two stories. One is, again, when we go out to the factories and follow up, and I actually talk to some of the gals that go through the program, and I just ask them, what's the value? Certainly the value for them is it's in improving their confidence, their leadership skills, their communication skills, making them, help them advance in the company, and that's hugely important. But I asked them also, what about, what's this information that you're learning, this education that you have, how's that impacting you? And what's interesting is they share it, right? They share it with their families, they share it with their friends. These are in rural areas of China, and they're sharing that really important health information with their family members, and that's huge, right? What was really enlightening was one of the gals pulled out her phone and she's sharing how she puts it on WeChat and Weibo, which are the equivalents to Twitter and Facebook, right? And how she shares that information, and boy, can that have an exponential effect in the local communities. So it's been really positive. And finally, the last story I'll share with you is, as we're going through these programs, there's a gentleman here who runs it for me that'll be here later to answer questions as well. But the guys are coming up to him and asking to actually go through the program, which we were a little bit set back on. Why would a gentleman want to go through a women's reproductive health program? And the answer was surprising, because they want to understand the challenges of the women in their life, right? So they want to know that so they can be better brothers, fathers, husbands, and friends to the females in their lives, right? So that was really huge for us to hear that type of impact, right? So, if I were to just close on that, it's just, it's good for business, and just because it's good for business, it doesn't mean it's not good, and that's the value. There's a lot of value in that impact that's not measured by a number, and I think business really needs to get their head around that concept.
Thank you, Eric, and we will close it here. And China is developing, and today, the hundreds of millions of women, and also the expectation and job quality has changed so much. Being able to support them and unleash their potential to support the next journey of China's economic development is definitely one way to go forward. So thank you, and you will bring very inspiring example to the manufacturing.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.